Okay, I think we're good to go. Here we go. I think we're good to go. Right, my apologies for the technical difficulties. I didn't really catch this really shit, so yeah. My bad about that, everybody. So, we're gonna get right at the start of it, so we probably want to waste a lot of time, so we're gonna just get right into it, so. All of them. Alright, we gotta get started. Come on.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, to begin with...
We already know who did it!
Was that?
It was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place, and we found him in that suit. Don't try and deny it! You killed them!
I didn't! Someone knocked me out! I was asleep the whole time! I don't know anything about it!
Shut your murdering mouth, murderer!
Who are you calling a murderer?
I am sorry to say, Hiro, but we do have evidence. Blueprint for the suit. Parts we assume were used to build it. And all of it was found in your room. You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling. It points to you as having created the suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know!
Serial killer before we have to okay, wait. Let's do
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
I don't know anything about that stuff! It's not true! It's a conspiracy!
Hiro, why? Why did you kill them?
No! Just hold on a second!
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all...
Okay.
No! It's wrong!
Are we sure Hiro really made those blueprints?
What do you mean?
Well, take a look at this. It's the note that Hiro wrote, asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared. The handwriting's obviously different, wouldn't you say? When you compare it to the blueprints.
There's no way you could think the same person made both of them.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
Come on! I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway.
So Makoto, are you saying you don't think Hiro's the culprit?
And he's not the only one. I think Hiro is innocent as well.
Then who was in that Robo-Justice suit? Is it like Hiro said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
The suspicious individual hidden within the suit. Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
And of course, he passes to me. Of course.
So? Who was in the Robo-Justice suit?
Yes, Hiro. Illuminati! No, just...
I got it!
Illuminati! No,
Other than Hiro, I can't think of anyone else it could
I was
have
gonna say
been.
Illuminati, but he wanted to do it.
Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit, and we never found any kind of second suit.
Then there can be no doubt. Hiro is the prime suspect.
That doesn't make any sense. You just said Hiro didn't do it.
It makes perfect sense. Hiro was the suspicious individual in the suit, but he's not the culprit.
So what you're saying is...
That's right. The The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo-Justice suit.
What? Now that's a bold assumption. And what reason do you have to make such a statement? You do have a reason, yes?
Of course. But before we get to that, there's something else we need to clarify first. So let's get that out of the way.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around!
All things have a proper order.
So what is it? What needs to be clarified?
We must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body. It would seem that his corpse was moved using certain particular items. Makoto, can you tell us what they were?
And of course he did it again. But that's half
I got it!
and that's done.
I got it! They were a dolly and a tarp, right?
Jeez, what the hell is with the attitude? Jeez, Togami.
So, let's see if I can explain. Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room, and then we rediscovered it in the repository. And when we found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right? It was the same tarp that, up until then, was stored in the equipment room. So the killer must have seen it there, and decided to use it when they moved Taka's body. That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Okay, that explains the tarp. And the dolly?
Same thing. I'm sure the dolly was in the equipment room when we first found Taka's body there. But when the body disappeared, so did the dolly. Later, when Taka's body reappeared in the repository, so did the dolly.
In other words, you think they used the dolly to move the body, am I right? But are you sure you are not mistaken?
Huh?
Are you absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? That dolly was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room. It would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room. Is it not possible that it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't realize it?
She's raised an objection. How do you respond?
There is no shame in being wrong, and nobody expects much from you anyway. We have all accepted the fact that you rarely understand what is going on around you.
I've been so nice, so mean. Maybe I could change my mind. Why the hell is this? I could move to the equipment room. And we gotta know. What is this? Reloading? Wait, what the hell? Okay, let me see. An ammo count. Oh, like bullets, okay. So, you have to press the X button to open up the handles. Oh, so that means you can't destroy the bullets. You reload by the Y button. Okay, that's like a new simple thing. That's a new thing. Alright. So, yeah. Alright, here we go. Here we go.
You have it wrong! I cannot agree! You are a fool! So pathetic! Lies will get you nowhere! Do your worst! You miserable wretch! I cannot agree! You are a fool! Do your worst! You have it wrong! I cannot agree! You are a fool! So pathetic! Lies will get you nowhere!
Jeez, I had a...
I cannot agree.
This should prove it.
Jeez, I had so much of a pain in the ass, honestly. Oh my god.
If you're asking for proof that the dolly moved, I have it right here. When I found the dolly in the repository, one of the wheels had a blood stain on it. There was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire mark in it that matched the dolly wheel's tread. The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room. And as the blood dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository. So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
Jeez, does Celeste really hate me that much?
Well, anyway, that was just something we had to get out of the way. Let's get back to the main subject.
Yeah, the subject of how Robo Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then what kind of robot is it?
I'm not sure that really matters.
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer. If you look back on how the body was transported, it will become immediately obvious.
If I look at the body was moved, it'll be clear why the person within the suit could have done it. But look at me by that. Yeah, let's do it.
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room. And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Well, yeah, but even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend over.
No, it's wrong. You're absolutely right that you could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low. But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
What do you mean?
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together, remember? When you're in that suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist. Am I right about that?
Now that you mention it, yeah.
It seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
Well, what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
When you can't even see your feet? You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
Yeah, it'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
I got it! I don't think taking off the suit was an option. If you remember...
That's true. It seems impossible to put the suit on or take it off without help.
Then, you really can't take it off by yourself? Hero wasn't just making it up?
Of course I wasn't making it up.
If he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it. Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
Yeah, that's right.
So, it's really, really true that Robo Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
To be clear, whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been Hero in the robot suit, correct?
No, wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took? You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo Justice? If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that? Besides, Do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said? So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question. The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hiro, without a doubt.
Yeah, that's gotta be right.
Hold on a second!
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion. Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it. Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility? Instead of seizing on one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning. Maybe we'll uncover something new.
What a pain in the ass!
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
All right then, let's take another look back at what happened. I suppose we could start with this morning. 4 of us gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself. We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up, so we went to look for everyone. That was around 8 a.m.
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant. I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume. As it turns out, it was Robo-Justice. It also soon became clear that this same Robo-Justice had abducted Hifumi. We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library. He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect. But not long after leaving the nurse's office...
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the 2nd floor. And soon after that,
I saw someone moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
and then... At that point, we decided to divide up into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office, while Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect. When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi, dead. And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement. I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the 3rd floor to let the others know what had happened.
Meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time, because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the 3 of us headed for the nurse's office. But right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us, and she told us something very surprising. We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again. But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing. Next thing we knew, we were searching the school for 2 missing dead bodies. And after some time,
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository, which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
I think that about covers it.
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated. It certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation. And from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them. Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
Jeez, that took a while. So yeah, I'm just mostly quiet because there's no cutscene, I believe, I suppose. So yeah. Also welcome. Welcome to the stream, man. How you been? Alright, so let's figure out the truth. And welcome to Star Fox. I go with Star Fox, that's fine. I don't want to say the whole thing, but welcome Star Fox.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi. Or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3,
I got the wrong one.
while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
So,
Regarding Taka, I wonder if he, or perhaps it was after. We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that
Hifumi was killed while Taka's death came from.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
so, regarding Taka's death,
I wonder if he died,
or perhaps it was after.
we already know what order they were killed in.
No, it's wrong. Hold on. There's no reason to assume that the hammers were used in the same order as their numbers. If anything, that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order, but in reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi? Okay then, let's see the proof.
Unless Taka was killed, I think there's something. Alright. So I believe this one was.
Now I understand. I've got it! Taka's wristwatch! See? Look! It broke with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock.
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer, because as of last night, so if it wasn't broken after 6 last night, then he must have been attacked around 6 this morning.
And that would be his official time of death.
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
And before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
That simple fact slipped past all of us. We made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because of those Justice Hammers.
That's exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size. That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window. Because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
That may be true in the case Taka's murder. But all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
That's right. With him, at least, we're all safe. When we heard Hifumi screaming, we were all together. Except for Hiro and Kyoko. Then we all ran down to the nurse's office, and that's where we found his body. That's totally true. We're all in the clear.
Oh, I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on!
If that's true, where's the tape?
I don't know.
Don't just go making stuff up.
Anyway, we all have rock-solid alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream. Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared. When his body vanished from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct? And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room. At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing.
Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it? She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then!
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body. Because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway.
In other words, it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies. On the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared, so they most certainly could have done those things.
So what now, Kyoko?
For now, we can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around in circles. So instead of who, I propose we start talking about how. In particular, I think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body got moved.
That's true. We searched everywhere, but we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing. And according to what Celeste said, his body apparently disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of it. But to carry that much weight from the first floor up to the third in that short amount of time?
Oh man, yeah! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Well, what if I told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
What? How?
If the dead body were to move itself.
The dead body moved on its own?
No! Not another... Ghost!
Ghosts.
I don't think it has anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is, we thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
Alive?
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
But I mean, we found his body. He was dead.
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
That it isn't possible.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
you saying that when we first
Found Hifumi and there's a chance he would... No, because Hifumi was dead.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement. Along with the rest of us, Hifumi's dead body had been found.
No, it's wrong. Was the body discovery announcement that was made really intended for Hifumi?
Of course it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
Maybe. But that was also the same time that Taka's body was found.
That's right. It wasn't long after finding his body that we heard the announcement.
So there's a good chance we've made a mistake in there somewhere. I think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
First of all, if 2 bodies had been found, there really should have been 2 announcements.
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one.
What do you say, Monokuma? Any comment?
Well, it's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail. But what I can say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
That didn't answer our question, man. We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
That's what he said.
No, actually, that was plenty. He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time, which means even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again. If that's true, then why was the announcement made again later on?
Huh? Later on?
Exactly. We heard the body discovery announcement twice. I got it! We heard it a second time in the repository when we rediscovered the 2 bodies. It didn't seem weird at the time, but it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
Exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
And in reality, when the 2 dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually being discovered for the first time.
So, when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office, he wasn't actually dead yet. Meaning, he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
And that's just part of it. There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
Oh, I know! Because he was super good at playing dead! Bada bing, bada boom!
That is the worst logic I have ever heard. But honestly, I do not think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
Okay then, let's take another look at the events surrounding the discovery of his body. Then it should become clear whether he was really alive or not.
This whole thing is pointless.
Well, there's probably some proof that the house is on. Yeah, well, I mean, you gotta find some proof of some shit, you know?
Well, here's one thing we do know. The first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office. And then, while me and Celeste were in the bathroom, his body disappeared.
And the next time we saw his body, it was in the repository.
But when you compare his body before being moved and his body after being moved, other than the change in how it was positioned, there was no notable difference.
No, it's wrong! In fact, there was one clear difference between Hifumi in the nurse's office and the repository. His glasses. That fact alone proves that he was only playing dead in the beginning.
Perhaps you'd like to fill the rest of us in?
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But when we found him again later in the repository, they were spotless. And I found the item he used to wipe them clean in the nurse's office trash can. I got it! It was a glasses cleaning cloth featuring a certain cartoon mascot. One look at the bloodstain on the cloth should make things clear. This piece of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's glasses clean. And the mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera, right? And whose digital camera was it? Hifumi's, of course.
The character was Princess Piggles from Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess, I think.
I highly doubt anyone but Hifumi would have brought something like this to school.
I see your point. And the only people here who wear glasses are...
I wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
A few tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
Then there's no question. It belonged to Hifumi.
So what you're saying is... What exactly?
What I'm saying is, the blood on his glasses was wiped away using his own glasses cleaning cloth.
Even if that is true, it does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
But who would benefit from a clean pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
That's a good point.
Well, it must have been him, right?
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's office. He pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see. Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet. And with that, the impossible task of moving his copious corpse becomes possible, wouldn't you say?
But then, if he was just pretending to be dead, what was with all that blood? Was it paint or something?
The fridge in the nurse's office contains packs of blood for emergencies. He probably used one of those.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out, so he just dumped it everywhere! But he got crazy with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done! Oh, what an idiot!
And if Hifumi was still alive at that point, the disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained. It should be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
I got it! It could only have been Hifumi.
Hey, Joker, make it welcome.
While we were all gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment room and took Taka's body.
That also explains how the door to the repository got locked.
The door was locked? Well, after the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right? So me and Sakura headed for the repository. But when we got there, the door was locked.
And the repository door can only be locked from the inside. Which means, when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
And it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
He convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository. So, Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case. He was one of the assailants.
But that means he took part in the murders.
I just can't believe it.
If you're having trouble, would you like me to show you one more piece of evidence?
There's more?
Oh, absolutely. The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed. You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The item he took off of Taka's lifeless body?
I got it! You're talking about the note Hifumi had hidden away, aren't you?
Hidden note?
That's right. We found it stuffed in his pants.
What? In his hand?
Yes, his pants.
Okay, well, forget about the pants for now. Take a look at what the note says.
I don't know how to turn that. All right, now. Oh, shit, hold on. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m. in the morning. Really good.
That's the note I was telling you about. The one that told me where to go. Huh? Wait, this one's a little different. In my note it said, Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
I see. Then this note isn't the same one Hiro got.
It's the same?
In other words, the killer got in touch with another person besides Hiro. And that person could only have been... I got it! That's right! Taka! The killer used this note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Hello? Over here! Objection! Objection! I don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right? So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Happy!
Just to be clear, TikTok is Taka and Huffy is Hifumi, right?
Ugh! Yes! Why must you ruin it every time?
Genocide of video is still scary, but I kind of get me. Yeah, instead of a TikTok shit. TikTok.
Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for must have been Happy!
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to me?
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter! The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
No! No! There absolutely is a connection.
What the hell are you talking about?
The note said to meet at 6 a.m., which is the same time Taka was murdered. We've already proven that using his wristwatch. But there's more. Look where the note says to meet. The equipment room, right?
Which is where Taka was killed. I see.
So, Taka was murdered at both the time and place written in the note. I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Well, when you put it like that... No further objections!
And someone used that note to trick Taka. Just the same as me. Ugh. The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster. Telling people they found a way out.
But if they gave the note to Taka, what was Hifumi doing with it?
Stuffed down his pants, no less!
Most likely, Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he died.
Huh? He stole it?
That's not. It's more like a bouquet.
Where's your proof? Go ahead, show us.
Yeah, it's gotta be this kind of Taka, the scrap of paper. Right there you go.
I got it! When I searched Taka's body, I saw that his lifeless hand was gripping a small scrap of paper. If I'm right about this, the sheet of paper this piece came from is... I knew it! It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
Then Taka's scrap and Hifumi's note.
Yup, they're from the same piece of paper.
Hifumi had the note meant for Taka, while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note. There's only one way to explain it.
Taka died clutching the note. Hifumi tried to free the note from his death grip, leaving behind only one small scrap. Did I get all that right?
That means Hifumi knew the note was important.
Exactly. Which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
Whoa. Yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was super involved in this whole thing for sure. In fact, he was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive!
Sorry, no. When we found him in the repository, Hifumi was truly and completely dead. The second body discovery announcement proves that.
So then, who killed Hifumi?
Whoever did is the mastermind, the true killer.
He was killed in the repository, so he must have been killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
So, he must have been killed after Taka's body vanished, but before we found both bodies in the repository.
During that time, we'd all split up and were searching for Taka's missing body. In other words, during that time, none of us have alibis.
Wait, but me and Sakura were together. Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus! Who are you calling a walrus?
Anyway, when they were killed bothers me too. But there's something that's been bothering me even more.
And what might that be?
The weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
The weapon?
Yeah, because I mean, according to the Monokuma file, the way Taka and Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with them having similar fractures and all. But Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and equipment room, right? So if Hifumi was killed in the repository, the culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi, then put the hammer back where they found it. But wouldn't that be seriously risky for him?
I'm surprised. It seems there's some semblance of a brain knocking around that skull of yours after all.
Hell yeah, it's packed in there good and tight.
He's right, though. I don't understand it either. The Monokuma file makes it clear that they were killed using similar instruments. But if the hammers were already laying around those other rooms...
So the question is, how could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers? Personally, I haven't a clue.
So which hammer was used to attack Celeste? Number 1 or number 2?
Those were accounted for in other rooms too. And I don't think either one is big enough to kill someone.
Then,
Is it not possible they used a different weapon?
I don't think it is possible. They were both killed with the same kind of thing, right?
So then, what was used to kill Hifumi?
Well, I might know what weapon it is, so... it's been... Hope you guys had a great Christmas, though, guys.
What was used to kill Hifumi? Was it Justice Hammer 3? Maybe Justice Hammer 4?
Well, whatever it was, there's one thing we have to figure out. How was the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon? How did nobody witness them carrying it?
sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance! Check out murdergear.com/hammertime for more info!
There's no murder.
Well, one thing seems pretty clear. The murder weapon had to be one of the Justice Keys.
No, it's wrong. The murder weapon wasn't a Justice Hammer at all. No, it was something completely different.
But, seriously? A different weapon?
Specifically, a hammer from the repository. The killer could have easily used that to kill Hifumi. Now, all the hammers in the repository were covered in flecks of grit and debris. But for some reason, one of them had been scrubbed clean. And the reason it had been scrubbed clean was most likely because it was used to commit murder. If the hammer got covered in Hifumi's blood, of course they'd have to clean it off. I'd also like to point out that the repository has all kinds of hammers. Big ones, small ones, and even some flat mallet-like ones. I think whoever made the Justice Hammers used those as a basis for their design.
If that's true, that would explain the Monokuma file's note about the wounds being similar.
So Hifumi moved Taka's body to the repository, where someone then used the hammer to kill him.
Whoever did that is the true killer. The one Hifumi was working with. And the one who betrayed him.
Hold on a moment. I I still think it's strange to assume someone was working together with him. The way the graduation rule works, there is no benefit to helping someone else carry out a murder. So the idea that anyone would work together like that is simply ludicrous. We talked about this, did we not?
You did talk about how much the one you for animals work together. Alright, let's definitely got parts here. So the parts for here we go.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work together on this.
That is how the rule was explained to us.
But that only really applies if there's one murder, right? In this case, however, there were two murders.
Based on the rules that have been laid out, even if more than one person is complicit in only the one who actually carried out the act, assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work together.
That is how the rule was explained.
But that only really applies if there's one murder, right? In this case, however, there were two murders.
Based on the rules that even if more than one person, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate, assuming the rule.
No, it's wrong.
Anyways,
Since there were two murders, it's at least plausible that more than one person was involved.
What do you mean?
If there'd only been one murder, then yes, the idea of an accomplice isn't really worth considering. Naturally, if only one person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefit.
Risk versus reward benefit?
The payoff for working together. The reward that balances out the risk of taking part in a scheme. There's no point in being someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to you. However, if there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then cooperation becomes possible.
You're saying that two people could act as each other's accomplices to commit two separate murders.
I think that's what the true killer told Hifumi. They would each have an accomplice for their crime. And based on the case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka. They made him carry out the first murder so he couldn't back out of helping them later on.
So in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders. Instead, each person killed someone, creating two separate incidents. And it only looked like one person because that's how the true killer designed it to look. A single suspicious individual, a similar weapon used in each crime, disappearing bodies. By creating one seamless set of circumstances, they made it look like one person was behind it all.
The mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to go along with their plan. And then, to avoid the no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice. Which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the very beginning.
That's just awful! How could anyone be so cruel?
You think so? I can't help but admire its cunning. Still, their choice of accomplice seems odd.
or the accurate explanation. The open
I understand how an accomplice could be involved. But then, who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
That's problem numero uno right now!
and that was real killer.
Here's my answer. It was Celeste.
Ah, so I'm the suspicious individual now, am I? I really do hate this kind of joke.
A joke? I wonder.
So what you are saying then is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi. The idea that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him, that I would go within 10 feet of that shit-like brains, that lazy, worthless, goddamn idiot! Pardonnez-moi.
Just to be clear, there is evidence to support it.
Is that so?
It is. Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior that was common only to the two of you. Considering what we've learned so far, it only further proves that the two of you were working together.
I got it! The behavior they had in common has to do with the suspicious individual in the suit, doesn't it? The only ones who ever actually saw Robo-Justice firsthand were Celeste and Hifumi.
Shush, the adults are talking now.
Damn, you had to be such a bitch, man.
Sorry.
As he said, only Celeste and Hifumi ever laid eyes on the costumed individual. If we accept that Hifumi was one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect what Celeste has said as well.
Are you saying everything they told us was a lie?
After taking Hifumi to the nurse's office, we all began our search for this individual, correct? And not too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said? We headed to the second floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen. Next, to draw us all to the physics lab up on the third floor,
She let out a blood-curdling scream.
and when we'd all come to see what was wrong, what was it she said? Once she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab, it was time for her partner to get to work.
It was to get us to divide into two groups. So that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
In fact, Celeste was precisely the one who proposed that we split up. Well, if Celeste and Hifumi were working together, all those chance events suddenly become connected. And on top of that, that piercing cry of yours early on. That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it? It was your way of telling him, we're on the third floor, everything's going according to plan. Why else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
I just realized another strange thing. When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead, Celeste, you were the first one to say he'd been murdered. You wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds.
I don't believe it! Everything! The whole thing was one big act!
Hina, you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
Yeah. I was feeling kinda sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom. Wait! Then that was...
She wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
Each piece isn't much by itself, but start putting them together and the picture gets very ugly indeed. Wouldn't you agree, Celeste?
I have no idea what you mean.
Don't bother trying to deny it. You made one fatal mistake.
Oh, did I?
I didn't even catch it myself when you first said it, but looking back, I can say that that one little slip-up was your undoing.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
I remember her saying that too, but I don't understand what's so strange about it.
Then pay attention. Sakura, Toko, and I were first to discover Taka's body in the equipment room. Then Makoto showed up and told us Hifumi had been killed, so Sakura and I left with Makoto. Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and and the four of us headed to the nurse's office. Now, the entire time we were together, none of us said anything about Taka being dead. Think about it. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It was completely out of place.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Although I don't really get what it means.
You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you repeat what you said? If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
One damn hell of that, am I right? There's a fucking act right there. Like some show. Something.
All I said was, they must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish it. It's obvious, isn't it? What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
All I said was, they must really be enjoying the sight of us. They must be positive. We are all going to die here.
We are going to die, just like those guys died.
And that is all.
And that's all it takes to finish.
What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
All I said was, they must really be enjoying the sight of us. They must be positive. We are all going to die here.
We are going to die. Just...
No, it's wrong. That's right. There's no reason Celeste should have said, just like those guys died. When she said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead.
Exactly. And we didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall. So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know more than one person had been killed? And how did you know they were both guys? Because Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she could have been dead too.
You all have such vivid imaginations. You know that?
Imaginations?
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. Then what about the picture I took? How do you explain this picture of the costumed villain dragging Hifumi away?
It has to be some kind of setup, right? So let's put the suit on, and then she used the camera's timer to set up the picture.
Have you so quickly forgotten? You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit. Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer. In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away. If everything I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist?
Simple. Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away?
What could you possibly mean by that?
Surely there are other explanations than the one you've offered up.
No, there is no other explanation.
Other explanations? If it wasn't a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away, then that could mean...
I got it! It's not a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility. The one being dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit. We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around. And the strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even farther. If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
Such a thing is utterly impossible. Hifumi was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate you.
So I think she can do that in no way through running stuff back away. Yeah, I don't think that's possible. That's it. It's not possible.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out! Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight! You tried to make me look like the bad guy!
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
No, it's wrong.
Now they're terrible.
No. Even if the person inside the suit were unconscious, they could still stand up like that. Because that Robo-Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
That's right! They totally made a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist.
I'm not so sure that was a mistake. I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
Celeste and Hifumi took the suit they'd specially designed and stuffed Hiro into it. That's how they were able to fake that whole thing. The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
Well then, I suppose this is checkmate.
Checkmate?
Oh shit. Oh fuck, what did you just say, Togami? You dumbass. Oh fuck.
Don't make me laugh, you idiot! What do you mean, checkmate?
Celeste?
Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem. Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying? When we asked him who had attacked him, his answer was quite clear, was it not? He said, and I quote, Yasuhiro. In other words, Yasuhiro Hakakure!
Wait! But my name isn't really Yasuhiro! It's actually Taro!
Your confusing statements don't make any sense. You're only making things more complicated.
He did say Yasuhiro, but are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
Oh damn, you have to be like that, Daniel. Damn, you go.
Kyoko, what do you mean by that?
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us. How did he refer to each of us?
I got it! That's right! Our last names! He called us all by our last names!
Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example. So if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name, he would have said his last name, Hagakure.
I'm sure it was just incidental. By chance, his first name. Indecent?
Don't talk.
Random chance. Now isn't that a convenient explanation? No, there's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal. But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him?
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
Well, no. Hold on. There's one person it could apply to. And that's Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name is.
Oh shit.
What did you just say? To think you'd take your false accusation so far, I don't know whether to laugh or spit!
What the fuck? Is this spit? Okay, anyways.
Come on! Enough with your idiotic blather! Yasuhiro is a loser's name! Do I look like a loser to you? Well, do I? What? I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
Okay, then fill us in. What's your real name?
Fine. Make sure your ear holes are wide open and listen up! My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
This bitch can't give up. Jeez. Bitch doesn't give up. I love it.
Hifumi was trying to tell us something. He wanted us to know the killer's last name, Yasuhiro.
If there's one person here who might have that last name,
It would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
how many times do I have to tell you? Please? Celestia Ludenberg! God damn it!
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending. It's the truth. And since you have no way to contradict me,
Oh, really?
No, it's wrong.
Exactly.
That's it. The handbook.
what?
Anytime you turn your handbook on, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right? Monokuma told us all about it before. So all we have to do is check her handbook, and that'll clear up everything. That's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
That's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened? Please, just tell us.
Even when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up. Because until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
Fine then. Let me settle it. Let me go over the case again, from the beginning, and shed light on all your crimes. And that'll bring everything to an end.
Here we go. Alright, so, we have to go. Is it chips? Bro, who put chips in that? For real?
The killer is you!
Alright, here we go.
Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder. And that person was... Hifumi. With an accomplice, the killer was able to execute a number of otherwise impossible schemes. First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room last night at 1 in the morning. That someone they met with was Hiro. The murderous duo intended to pass Hiro off as the prime suspect. So when they met up with him, they drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the Robo-Justice suit. Next, Hifumi positioned himself to make it look like Robo-Justice was attacking him, while the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault. They did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hiro. When they were done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into the pool room locker. And then finally, at 6 a.m., they moved into the murder phase of their plan. They called Taka to the equipment room. And that's where Hifumi killed him, making it the scene of the first murder.
Damn, that's like one heavy pool of the other Hifumi. There's a Yamada. It's like a damn heavy pool. Okay, anyways.
The murder weapon was Justice Hammer 4, which was left there in the equipment room. The reason Hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crimes. So, next they falsified 2 more assault incidents. For these attacks, the killers pretended to be the victims to solidify Robo-Justice as the suspect. The first fake incident was the attack in the rec room. There, the killers wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1 and the Robo-Justice pictures they'd taken. They wanted to make sure we bought the surprise attack story. The second fake incident was the attack in the library. This time, they planted Justice Hammer 2 and an injured Hifumi to sell us that story. With these 2 incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds that the suspect was increasing the size of the hammers and attacking people in order as they did. We fell right into their trap and started looking for the suspect based on that. But while we did that, we left Hifumi alone in the nurse's office. This was exactly what Hifumi was hoping for. He took a blood packet from the refrigerator and Justice Hammer 3 and turned the room into a crime scene in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered. He let out a scream to draw us back, and when we returned, that's what we found. Meanwhile, the other group that had been out searching found Taka's body at the same time. So when we heard the body discovery announcement, we naturally assumed it was for Hifumi. We left the nurse's office, and Hifumi once again took advantage of the situation. He simply got up and made his escape. When we learned his body had disappeared, we all rushed back to the nurse's office. And once again, Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for. This time, he snuck into the equipment room. He wrapped Taka's body in a tarp and used the dolly to move it all the way down to the repository. That explains how each of the bodies disappeared. But even Hifumi didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final act. Their plan all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who could betray them. And they did it using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository. That should cover everything that happened in this case. And the villain behind it all is... Celeste! Sorry, you lose.
I lost? When was the last time I was forced to utter such words? They hang heavy around my neck.
Then you admit it? You're the killer?
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor. I, Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no. Taiko Yasuhiro is fine.
Taiko?
So, you finally accepted it.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Interesting.
Oh, we did it! Oh my god. We could have did it faster, but oh well, we got it next time. It wasn't for that damn, it wasn't for the capture card to show up and be a bitch. But anyways, we did it, so.
Okay, Monokuma. I'm ready to begin. Or, no. I suppose this is the end, isn't it?
It is indeed the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to vote, okay? Okay. If you would, please locate your lever and cast your vote. And when the votes are tallied, who will become the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Okay. What? It's basically a formality at this point, but once again, you're totally correct. The blackened this time. Well, the true killer who devised this whole sticking scheme was... Celestia Ludenberg, or more precisely, Taiko Yasuhiro.
Honestly.
Well, that sucks. I guess trying to work with someone else was a mistake after all. Hifumi's institute was beyond all my calculations.
I knew.
So you really did approach Hifumi with this plan? But how did you get him to agree? I can't imagine he would have happily agreed to commit murder. I'm sure he realized on her specialty. Lying. My specialty? Don't make me laugh. I didn't have to lie to get him to agree.
So then,
Then did you use... You know. I knew you'd figure it out, Kyoko. You're absolutely right. To get Hifumi to act as my accomplice,
Indeed.
I used her. For everyone who's still left, I'll avoid mentioning the kind of, but there was one thing Hifumi and Taco were both super into. Does she mean... Is she talking about alter ego?
Say what?
What are you talking about?
just a second.
Don't interrupt. We're in the middle of a very important conversation. I'm totally out of the usual. How sad.
In other
Then
words,
you're the one that stole it?
Indeed.
That's right.
I see.
And you used it to drag Hifumi into the plan you come up with. Try it again. Last night after we had our meeting about how it's disappeared, I paid Hifumi a little. Damn, you like Charles, man? Oh, what are you doing here?
Actually,
I was hoping I could talk to you alone. It is about what was stolen. I know who did it.
What? Are you
It was
okay with
Taka.
this?
He stole it. Oh, hey, new person. Colorful stage. What's up, man? Welcome to the stream. How have you been?
So
And I have
then,
proof. Would you like to see it? As it turns out, I found a use for the digital camera. I'd taken you know what to Taka's room earlier and took pictures of it there. I deleted the pictures as soon as I showed it to Fumi, of course.
Damnation!
So it was him. But how did he do it? She was supposed to yell if either of us got close to her. You are correct, which is why Taka forced me to steal it.
Say what?
as for
Please
me,
forgive me. He threatened me.
Oh,
He did.
as for
He came
me,
to my room last night unannounced, and then it's hard for me to even say. He abused me.
what?
Good, I'm playing Danganronpa 2 right now while watching you. Oh, cool. Hey, you know, speaking of Danganronpa 2, I actually have the game Danganronpa 2 on the Switch. It's kind of funny that now that you mentioned Danganronpa 2, I actually have this game on Switch that I got for Christmas. How did I get it? I got this and Bug Fables from a giveaway from... It was a free... I won it from a giveaway on a stream last night. It was like a night before, so... Okay, anyways. And he took pictures. He said if I do not do as he asked, he would show them to everyone. So I had no choice.
Damnation!
That's a crime. An absolute crime. I mean, I knew he'd gone a little crazy, but... Oh, nice. We should be friends. Well, do you have Switch? I can get you... Well, do you have Switch? Colorful stage? I never imagined he would go that far. It was amazing how completely you brought it. I can't express how enjoyable that was. Well, I guess I could give you my friend code, so here you go. I'm about to say something I never said before in my life. I'm going to kill
Unforgivable!
I'm going to fucking kill him.
most
Wait, please, if you
unfortunate.
go now, you'll be playing right into his hands. Huh?
Actually,
Taka's planning to use her to escape. And he has made you his target.
What?
Escape? You don't mean Taka's going to try to kill you.
indeed,
And all he could keep her to himself. That bastard!
Dastardly unforgivable!
honestly,
Can we allow him to continue with these barbaric acts? Absolutely not. How could I? She...
I swear I will save her!
Well, he said it, so...
actually,
Then, would you like to join with me? It just so happens I had come up with a plan. Huh? I have devised a way to reclaim what he has stolen and escape this dreadful school. And with that, it is complete. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, nothing. If Fumi agreed without a second thought. The fact that item he had him was remarkable. The power of love, even a love as twisted as that, can still drive people mad, it would seem. You disgust me.
I
I
see.
have another question for you. Was that strange costume Hifumi's creation?
indeed,
Yeah, it was a real pain in the butt too. All I asked him to do was make something to hide the face in general body size. I had no idea he made something like that, but it's my fault for picking him in the first place.
But
So, why did you decide to make me the suspect? Because you're stupid. Wow. Just because he was stupid. That's it?
let's see.
And in that regard, I made the right choice. I'm so glad your stupidity surpassed my every expectation. Life must have been tough on your parents, though. I feel like I should Well, when you were explaining your plan to Kuma, how do you explain the part about being dead? What's the accident? What was Hitomi supposed to do after that, assuming you have to let go?
Are you okay with this?
That's simple. After we did his part of pretend to be dead, once Slipline showed up. Done? Okay. Okey-dokes. So your RC is a colorful stage, if I'm correct? I guess you're a big Pokemon guy. Hey, nice. Pokemon gamer. I like it. I assume that has to be you, so sure thing. Right, there you go. Yes, okay, oh. Alright, yeah, there you go. Alright, just make sure to try to make sure to be active if you can, colorful stage. Alright? Alright, back to the show. I told him to say he'd be more seriously wounded. He was on the verge of death. But he just barely held on. And he really believed it. I'm playing Danganronpa on my PS4. Oh, nice. Well, of course. It wasn't all there was to it. As I explained it to him, the plan was, while we were all questioning him about what happened, I was going to murder someone else. At that point, Fruity would have had an ally, so nobody could doubt him. I told him that he believed it. It all seemed very straightforward, stereotypical. I just matched the lie to the level of the opponent. In fact, Fumi ate it up. He believed the lie wholeheartedly, right up until the moment of his death.
So in the end...
So he had a plan to kill him all along. But of course, there would have been no point to my plan if the one who pretended to be dead did not end up dead himself.
What the heck?
How can human life mean so little to you?
Well,
That's a non-issue. I simply did everything in my power to win.
Don't be
Now you
mean!
sound like Byakuya.
I wonder about
No,
that.
he derives his pleasure from the thrill of the hunt. In that aspect, we are nothing alike.
Why?
What made you take things this far?
What the heck?
Was it really just for money? Are you talking about the $10 million Monokuma Florida? That is a lot of money. It's true. But that's not all there is to it. From the moment of our new life here began, my only thought has been escape.
But
all along, we've been saying how we have to accept living here. Isami is so cute. I mean, he's okay. I mean, Isami's not so bad. Obviously, that was a lie.
Hey!
I couldn't take it. I hated it from day one. More than anyone else in here.
You
I
little
want to get it.
bitch!
Every day was fresh torture. Do you want to know why? Huh?
This is fine.
Because I have a dream. And accepting a life here would have been nothing less than giving up my dream forever.
Honestly.
And there was no way that I could ever do that. In the underground world of gambling, I risked my life to make a metaphorical killing.
As for me,
And it was all for that dream. And what was this dream of yours?
isn't it
To live
wonderful?
in a European castle. A castle? And together, handsome men from all over the world to serve as my butlers / bodyguards. I was going to make them dress up like vampires and satisfy my every need. Once I obtained that, I would create a perfectly aesthetic world of dedication.
This is fine.
Living the rest of my life, there was my only dream, my only goal. That's what life is all about. Combined with my own winnings, Monokuma's $10 million would have made that dream a reality. I got right to the edge, but
There is nothing to be
unfortunately
done.
my dream has been scattered to the wind. Still, I don't have any regrets. I pursued my dream till the very end, so why would I?
Just the
You
worst.
sound so passionate, but you were really able to kill your own friends for it?
Oh,
Are you asking me to feel guilty? That's a pointless end of war. I think nothing has a sacrifice offers for their own ends. I feel nothing.
do you
That's all
understand?
there is to it. That's what makes me complete. Isn't it terrifying for how different our values are? There's no simple room for understanding.
What is this?
That's what we should have been saying, and plus, how can you be so calm? Don't you realize you're about to die? Why aren't you scared? My ability also lies in unraveling and I take pride in it. It's not just other people. I can even feel my own emotions. The conscious deceives the unconsciousness. And that's why you're not scared.
Yes, indeed.
That's right. I don't fear death. Kill me however you like. But you know, if I could be reincarnated, if I have a choice, then
Isn't it wonderful?
I think I would come back as Mari Antoinette.
Hey,
You'll just get executed again. Celeste smiled then. And when she did it, it looked like to me like a poor effort to force it. She claimed she would fool her own feelings. But that statement itself must have been her final lie. And that weak fake smile is what betrayed her.
Kills!
Job done.
Kills!
Okay then, let's get rolling. The fact that Bracken disturbed the peace and must pay the price.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
Her, the ultimate gambler.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I guess I'll let Kyoko hold on to this. What? Will it really give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way. Which is why... Actually, it's not important. Well then, take care, everyone. Perhaps we'll meet again. In another life.
Oh no, Celeste! No! She was actually one of my favorite characters in the Danganronpa version 1, to be honest. I kinda like her. Oh man, we're gonna do a punishment. Here we go. Damn, she got crushed in a fucking fire truck. Holy shit. It's over. The third execution is over. Celeste's death is over. Celeste killed my friends, so I can't pity her, but I can't also deny that at one point I considered her a friend too. And for him to just come along and isn't it just awful? someone couldn't cut free of their regrets from the outside world, and so more people had to die? You guys are still young. You need to place more value on your lives.
What are you gonna do?
Jeez, and I'm here. I thought you guys were gonna pass the torch of hope to the next generation.
Let me
What
out
do
of
I have to care about
here!
hope? I'll throw it in the trash if you let me out of here.
Too bad.
You're all the employment of hope, whenever you like it or not. And it's my destiny to knock you down one by one. It's sad, yes it is, but that reality just can't be avoided. Don't talk like that, you're not responsible. How long are you gonna make us keep going for this? What do you want from us?
How strange.
God, I'm so sick of people asking me that. Give it a rest already. So anyways, Kyoko, did I see you get some kind of key type object from Celeste?
Hey!
So,
Hey!
what's the deal with that?
What?
Huh? What's the matter?
So then,
I'll answer your question. If you answer mine.
you...
What did you do? What did you do to me?
Ooh.
Hey,
Answer me. What did you do to my body?
Ooh. How
Oh man.
exciting.
Jeez. Oh man, oh jeez. What do you mean? What do I do? I have no idea. I don't know anything about it. What was that just now? The mastermind did something to Kyoto's body? What is that?
Hello.
Okay then, I think I'm done. I think it's about time I got out of here.
Well,
You guys go enjoy your school life. If you get lonely, give me a shout. Not that I'll do anything about it, of course.
see ya later.
Monokuma disappeared, leaving us all depressed and in despair. Although, it wasn't all despair. There was one small hope. Hey Kyoko, Monokuma Ray mentioned it, but what's that key that Celeste gave you?
so...
Most likely, it's the key to one of the dressing room lockers.
Huh?
What? Then that means Celeste probably hid it in there.
Hey,
I suppose sometimes it's easiest to miss what's right beneath your nose. Well then, we better go check.
Indeed.
Good idea. So we left the courtroom and rushed to the dressing room, and then...
Hey,
I'm going to go on alone from here. Everyone else head to the dining hall. I'll check in with you later.
What?
Why exactly are you going alone?
so...
Do you even have to ask? As she spoke, she glanced quickly at the surveillance camera.
Come on.
That's not what I meant. Why you? There's still the risk of a spy, you know. Then I'll go too.
What?
You? Please, let me go. Standing here arguing is just going to draw more attention to us.
Goodbye.
Do whatever you want. Thank you. Yeah.
well
Then
then.
it's up to you now.
Yo!
I'm gonna go to the dining hall, okay? Huh? So, Makoto and Kyoko are gonna go together? Does that mean what I think it means?
Okay.
Good luck, Makoto. Girls like her are totally pushovers when you show a little backbone. Not trying to forget what he was saying. Everyone head to the dining hall, leaving you and Kyoko there.
Shall we go?
Yeah. Ooh,
So then,
you need to get into that lock. Kyoko took the key Celeste has given her and locked it. And it's...
You're really cute.
Good morning. No, hold on, I gotta do the Uncle Grandpa voice. Good morning. There you go. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's safe. Thank goodness. I never heard Kyoko sound so relieved. It was like she was speaking from the bottom of her heart. I did just what Celeste asked, but I didn't say a word. I stayed quiet the entire time. Oh, and I think I might be able to open the last set of files soon. Maybe as early as tomorrow. I'm doing my best. Please wait just for that. So now we can officially say that the case is closed. As far as this incident is concerned, no, but can we take a second since we have this opportunity? I want you to be honest with me. Kyoko, please tell me, what are you trying to do all on your own here at this school? Is that why you wanted to come here with me?
However,
Regardless, that's not something you needed to know right now. I don't need you to know. That just makes me even more worried.
what?
Worried? Like what happened during the investigation this time. You disappeared, and we didn't see you again. Without warning, without explanation. When did you do that?
Indeed.
It's only natural that you think I'm the mastermind spy, right? You too? No! I believe in you.
What?
You believe in me? Isn't it obvious? People believe in their friends, right? That's why I want you and I want you to believe me in too. Because we're friends. I understand.
It's true.
Then, maybe I can believe in you. Just a little bit more. Then,
That's fine.
fine, I'll tell you. I'll tell you why I've been disappearing and where I've been going. You see, a few minutes later, it was from
Correct.
the boys' bathroom on the second floor. Doesn't have a surveillance camera or monitor in it. And in the storage closet there, way in the back. She said it was way in the back of the boys' bathroom storage closet, but could Kyoko really be right about this? Well, we're going to find out. Come on, there we go. The normal storage closet, as far as I can see, can tell, is secret. She said it was way in the back of the storage closet. I mean, seriously? Without thinking, I placed my hand on the back of the storage closet. Suddenly, I thought I was being yanked in. I mean. At the same time as I heard that sound, I fell through the wall. I had no idea what was going on. I had fallen through the back of the storage closet. But turned out, the back wall was like a revolving door, and I made my way to the other side. Just like Kyoko had said.
Correct.
So this is the secret room. But what's in here? Well, there are two things. Is there only two things? Yeah. Let's go. What's this? That's not me? That's kind of weird. Couldn't understand if I said, like, I can't leave, but you must not leave. You must not leave, but I can't quite remember. What do I know? What don't I know? Oh shit. A strange sound rang out from my head. It felt like I was shaking my brain back and forth. And then, darkness. I don't understand what's happening. I don't know what started it. It's all over. And with that, I opened my eyes. I don't know how long it had been. Ow! Apparently something hit me and I lost consciousness. That's all I understood. The dual throbbing pain in my head proved that much at least. Oh. I guess it's just this. It's all gone? The yearbooks, the student registry, and even a note that had fallen on the floor. It's all gone. What does this mean? My brain refused to do any more work. Then stupid pain in my head began to spread across the rest of my body. But for now, I should go back to my room, get some rest. Let's sit back. Somehow I made back to... The farther I walked, the more I felt. Things are getting blurry. Can't see in front of me. I couldn't stop myself from collapsing right there. And after that... As if it's from a best distance, I heard a sound. It was a faint but undeniable. That sound... It's coming from... the gym? What's going on? It can't be nothing. Here, in the gym? Well, here we go. I didn't make a sound as I opened the door to the gym. The sound's coming from inside. Meanwhile, only intensified that much more. Oh my god. Before me, they arranged a value and an alien and a hospital. No, one side's not doing that for sure, but regardless, I couldn't stop staring. I thought you were worried.
Why, you? What do you think you're doing? I asked you a question. What's the meaning of this? How dare you defy me? This wasn't part of the deal!
What the deal?
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Okay, but you do realize what will happen if you go through with this, right? You haven't forgotten, have you? What I'm holding hostage?
What am I looking at? What am I hearing? A hostage? Then could it be that's where my spy is? Ooh, we'll have to find out the next chapter. Well, we beat chapter 3, thank God. And super robot testing. That's real nice. So Leon killed Sayaka, baby girl. Monokuma killed Junko. Then Leon got executed. Then Mondo killed Chihiro. And then he got executed. Hifumi killed Taka. Then Celeste killed Hifumi. And then she got executed. And that brings us up to now. This game is so long.
Yeah, I figured Danganronpa could be a lot longer, so I mean... Yeah, I figured this game may be a long one, so...
It's not so... Which I figured. Next morning in the dining hall, the day after Celeste's case. So now, there's only 5 of us here. Only a third of the number of people we started with.
Indeed.
Loneliness has become commonplace. That's true. Still. What did I see yesterday? I don't understand. Sakura is the mastermind spy? Can that really
No, I'm fine. I can't bring it up for others. If I did that, it would just confuse everyone that much more.
Okay.
In that case, let's eat until we pass out. Danganronpa 2 is longer? Oh, really? It's really that long? Oh yeah, like these chapters and stuff. Oh yeah, I think it's kind of long. I would know if the version 3 was like Danganronpa. The third version would be a lot more longer. Like I didn't know Danganronpa 2 was more longer than version 3. Yes, I know version 3 too, but I didn't play it before, so. Huh? What do you mean in that case? Because look, how scary everyone looks. It's gotta be because you're all fighting on empty stomachs, right? If you fill your belly, I'm sure you'll all cheer up. So let's eat.
Okay.
Let's grab some fish and donuts and eat till we can't stand up.
What?
That's like a deep impact sound. Meteor impact. Extinction level event combination of foods.
Huh?
What? Those are both breakfast top sellers. Still, the till we can't stand up part is a problem. After we're done, we need to go explore.
I see.
That's right. Since the class trial is over, new areas should have opened up.
It's true.
Plus, we still have alter ego. We don't have to give in to the spirit just yet. Yeah, she's right. We have to plan ahead and think about the future.
You got it.
Yeah. Think happy plans. That's definitely plans.
You know?
Like, we're gonna get out of here, right?
You're
This
serious.
is all. I think I want to get reported for serious. I mean, one ass serious.
Well,
Hey, are you okay? That sounds like something someone who's about to die would say. I'm totally okay. I'm not gonna die. Why? Because there aren't going to be any more murders. What makes you so sure? You have to find everything and run forever. Yeah, I figured when I played Danganronpa 2, you have to run forever. I'm like, you can't teleport and shit? That's bullcrap, man.
According to the spirits,
I predicted it last night since I revealed itself to me from the future. There's no doubt about it. However, how accurate is your fortune telling anyway?
how about
I
that?
can usually hit 20 or 30% on a good day. That seems really low.
It's not like some occult mystery.
Well, yeah, it's not like it's ESP or whatever. Of course, I'm going to get it right sometimes.
The occult is bullcrap.
Told you, my fortune telling is like some occult thing.
so,
Fortune telling isn't a clerk.
You got it all
Of course
wrong.
not. Clairvoyance is clairvoyance. Whatever the fuck that is. Don't put it in the same category as cattle mutilation.
Huh?
Cattle. What?
So,
He's referring to the urban legends from aliens adopt cows and dissect them as part of their research.
Actually,
No, you're calling it an urban legend. As a matter of fact, it's true. As a matter of fact, it happens to me. It's all happening on one day when I went to go get a hamburger. It was a place I'd never been before. They claimed their patties were 100% all beef. So I got a burger to go ahead and head home.
but
And before long,
the end is nigh.
the sky was filled in a mysterious blinding light.
Some crazy beam came out of nowhere and locked onto my hamburger. And as soon as the beam touched it, the burger started floating in midair. And then, still floating there, the entire burger started coming apart. One part of it just vanished, while the rest fell back into my hand. Do you realize what that means?
Probably no.
It means the burger wasn't 100% beef. It must have had some pork or something mixed in. Something like 70% pork and 30% beef would be my guess. You can't trick me.
So I stormed back into the burger place and got up to the manager's grill, and they totally admitted that it wasn't 100% beef. They totally mixed in ground pork, wasn't it?
How about
Now
that?
do you see that? That is a cattle mutilation. I mean, to be fair, I end the WarioWare goal. We have Orbulon having a mega burger, but they were out of hamburgers, so Orbulon captured piggies. Make mega burgers. Man, that's what Orbulon would do in gold. The warrior. I kinda got lost halfway through. I can't tell if you're in a club or against it. You stink of stupidity.
Don't be
I
mean!
stink of... How dare you! After everyone dies, there's still more. Well, you do stink though. That's fine. That's fine? Anyway, I hope your prediction turns out to be true. Well, at the very least, I won't murder anyone.
Yeah.
Me neither. I mean, I would never.
Of course.
Me neither.
Indeed.
Nor I. That goes for me too, of course. I could never kill any of my friends. I felt like those words of encouragement were helping us come together as one. I so much sacrifice and work, we finally become untied. But,
Well,
to be honest, I wish Byakuya and Toko were here for this too.
But
They're so hard to deal with. They only think about themselves. Yeah, we better go off without them, I say. That was enough to prove. We are united for a time being, but within that bond has hide weakness and fragility. Chapter 4, All-Stars Apologies. We began our search as soon as we finished our breakfast in the dining hall. We had to find out what had opened up, what was waiting for us. Alright, jeez, this might be taking forever. I believe it should be right here. So now we have access to the 4th floor of Hope Peak Academy. Maybe this time we'll find some kind of clue. No, this time I have to find it. Okay, so we got what do we got here? Alright, we'll take a look at this bathroom, of course. Let's see, goddammit. Man, fuck the both, man. Yeah, fuck that then. Is this like some kind of auditorium or something? Let's take a look anyways. This shit is literally auditorium. Or this is music room. It's hard to everything in the classroom. They're like an actual oh yeah, give me the points. Okay,
Hey,
no, you haven't told me what you think yet. What I think
so
about the secret room in the boys' bathroom. Well, I did find a secret room, but as soon as I started looking around, I was attacked.
what?
Attacked by who? Well, the kid was behind and I didn't have any time to react, so I didn't see who it was. And when I came to, the mountain of files and documents were all gone. I'm sorry, I know how important those were.
That's fine.
It's okay, I already saw what I needed to in there. And I
I
have to suspect the mastermind might have come after me. What? When I
because
discovered that room, the mastermind must have seen me on the surveillance camera in the hallway. They must have seen me go into the boys' bathroom and not come out again. Still, I want you to go and see. I want to see how the mastermind would react. Essentially, I wanted to find out if the mastermind actually knew about that room.
it would
Or to
seem
attack you and steal everything in the room, or more like a boot game. That must have... There were some unknown clues in there that could have revealed the mastermind's identity. You knew I was gonna get attacked?
that doesn't matter.
You can handle that kind of thing, right? boy. What's the bigger boy is? Fine. I understand. Let me ask you something. Do you know about the note that was left in there? The note that said, "You must not leave"?
Just a second.
We shouldn't talk about that. Not here. Kyoko stole a quick glare at the surveillance camera.
So,
I'm looking into it. If I find out everything, I'll let you know.
listen to me.
Is that okay? She made it sound like she was acting, but it was clear I wouldn't have any say in the matter.
So then,
So now, it's your turn. Let's hear your secret. Huh? Do you think I wouldn't notice you're hiding something?
am I wrong?
That's...
What?
What's the matter? If you worry about the camera, why not just write it down? Well,
Hey,
we're friends, so you should be able to trust me. Isn't that what you said before? You're right. That there shouldn't be any secrets between friends, but there's nothing worse than expressing doubts about your friends. Ah, fuck it. I had evidence here. What? Seriously, you can't tell her, at least? Sorry, I can't tell you. Not yet.
correct.
So, that's your answer?
However,
I think that's fair. You were happy to hear what I had to say, but now you're unwilling to share. I'm sorry. I'm really...
that's fine.
It's fine.
Goodbye.
With those as her parting words, Kyoko left me standing there alone. I think I made her mad. Oh, you dumbass Makoto. Well, it's not his fault. I mean... I can't blame Makoto, honestly. He got into do something. Okay. Now go to the doors well. This is called the data. But what's behind the doors? Hold on. Alright, I guess we'll take a look at the classrooms. Okay, these ones got classrooms. I think I'm gonna go to this. What's this supposed to be? Headmaster's room. Oh, headmaster's room. There must be something worthwhile in there. Huh, the door's locked. Damn it. Oh, office is locked at least, so that's good. This is the office. Of course, there's no hint to any teachers that would normally be able to rely on. We got a lot of shit, though. It looks like a grind story right there. Oh, we can get a lot of points. Oh, it's like, oh, this is a big jackpot. Yeah, keep it coming. Keep it coming. Yes, sir. It's kind of the same thing, but you get a lot of points though, so it's pretty good. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. picture? What? Celeste, Yumian, baby girl, I mean Sayaka. The smiling faces of 3 people who are dead now? A classroom without metal plates over the windows? It's exactly the same. It's just like the picture I saw before. There's no way this is the point somehow. They're smiling the way you expect any more normal teenagers would smile. Just normal group of high schoolers living a normal school life. I can't possibly believe they're even able to smile like that in a world of despair like this. So does that mean the picture was taken before they ever came to Hope's Peak? Which would mean everyone in the picture knew about the others before they got here. Including Sayaka? Baby girl, I mean... No, there's no way Monokuma did it. It must be fake. You're fake! Monokuma popped out of nowhere and snatched the picture from my hand. Boo games! Very plot. What are you, a middle schooler? You think the moon landing was fake too? Come on, man. Then you're saying that this picture is real?
Hey,
If there was such a thing as a Nobel Peace Prize, I did first, second, and fourth place.
too bad.
Actually, that's probably not true. I asked you a question: is this picture real or is it a fake? Heather, you're so eager to split things in half, aren't you?
Hey,
Well, it's no use. It's just no use. If you're trying to split something, you can't be split. You'll end up feeling like you're the one being split. The picture is
true.
no more or less. Without another word, Monokuma disappeared. So the picture is real. It's real. If that's true, if that's the case. Is there anything else? Yeah, I mean, that's it.
That's right!
Listen, Makoto, just take a deep breath and calm down and listen to me. Thank you. There's all kinds of stuff. For vitamins, minerals, amino acids, brain cells.
Okay.
And what? We have protein X. What's that? Hey! A high quality protein drink is nothing like that you cheap swill in the warehouse. It's consumer level. Oh yeah. This is amazing. It's a gold mine. My prayers have finally been answered. Time to load some more prayers, then. A gold mine, huh? I already took a good look at things around here. Wait, we're not exploring the rest of the chem lab? What the hell? Now, as long as I got to the hiding spot, I just began to trickle in. And after a few minutes. So is this everyone?
Well,
Okay, let's discuss what we all discovered. Yeah, good idea. Metal sheets have been attached to pretty much all the boats. None of them.
In other words,
Like everywhere else. Escape. Yeah, that's good. I found a couple of rooms on the fourth floor, but they were locked. Data center and the headmaster's room. The headmaster's room? That sounds exactly the kind of place we find some clues. If we could somehow unlock that door,
But
who cares about that? Not a stupid lock.
how about
Actually,
that?
no problem. The world's strongest missing link to knock down one measly door. What was that? No, please continue. You say I got the nicest butt on the block. The curviest hit in town. Is that what you said?
What the heck?
Oh no, I didn't.
Hey,
You say
come
now,
on
but I know
now.
you weren't talking about tearing down the door to the headmaster's room. Knocking down the headmaster's room. What kind of war uneducated are you trying to start here?
Your teacher had such faith in you.
It is nothing.
And how you repay
And
me?
you're thinking of busting
With
it down.
the truth.
You seriously don't want to piss me off. You have any idea how much bacteria lives on a single bear claw? No, I was just kidding. Please don't get mad. I'm not mad. I'm totally mad.
This is
I'll show you
kind
the
of
rules
aggressive.
for this. If you're gonna go around having those facts, no place but to add to the school regulations. Seriously?
Too bad.
Breaking down locked doors prohibited. There, that's a rule now, you jerks. Is he gone? Man, I was scared for my life. I was sure he was gonna kill me. For serious.
well,
And if he would go out his way to make up a rule like that, there's no doubt I'd second the corner myself hidden in the headmaster's room. But now that it's a rule, there's nothing you can do. Okay, Carrie. Kyoko? She's a
So,
Kyoko seems upset to you?
that's right.
She is, isn't she? She's totally mad. Yeah, it looks like it.
What's your
I bet
deal?
it's your fault, isn't it? You must have done something to her. This is bad.
Yeah.
There was the big shelf in the chemical on the fourth floor, and it has all kinds of chemicals and stuff. And
Okay.
there was an all-star cast of nuclear chemicals and supplements. You should at least have taken a look. I highly recommend it. How about you and Ogre? Probably all you want to interest in stuff like that. Oh, but it's not all good stuff, though. There was medicines and alcohol, but on top of that, there's also, a bunch of different poisons. Poison? They're all labeled clearly, though, so it would be hard to grab one by mistake.
it's true.
Still, we better make sure we be careful around there. And we probably shouldn't tell Byakuya or Toko about the poison, right?
Huh?
What do you mean?
Well,
Just in case you know what I'm trying to say. Just in case. Yeah, I think you're right.
However,
Yeah. It would be so long as he discovered it. So, you have to put something as dangerous as poison out right out in the open. It's absolutely the work of the mastermind. So, has everyone said what they need to say? I think so.
For
It looks like
serious.
nobody found any clues at all. Let's alone our way out of here. I've been depressed since my house burned to the ground. Someone do something to cheer me up. Can I say something?
How about
I thought
that?
my dad was smoking in bed. That's... No. I have something I'd like to report. So, you guys all remember, right? You remember when I found the picture up on the third floor of the other day?
Perhaps.
You mean the one that showed Mondo, Chihiro, and Leon all together, right? Yeah, I remember. What about it? Well, I found another one. Another picture, almost just like that one. Another one? But this time, the picture was of Celeste, Hifumi, and Sayaka. And they were all smiling. I don't think Celeste is smiling, though. And the classroom in the pictures didn't have any metal covering the window. So the picture of Mondo, Chihiro, and Leon wasn't the only one. Now you found the one that has Celeste, Hifumi, and Sayaka. But, I think that's kind of wrong in the game. I think they put Y in case. But
Conspiracy!
Must have faked it. But that picture is real. If everybody was in it, there would have to be some kind of hidden connection there, don't you think? Some deeper truth that we just don't understand.
What?
Can't be. It's a fake. But Monokuma said it was real. I knew we could just write that off as a lie, but
So
then you trust Monokuma's word over the people who have died. Huh?
because
That's what you're saying, isn't it? No, that's not it. I'm shocked. You told everyone how we should have believed in our friends, but you refused to do the same. That's not... What's going on, Kyoko? Why are you getting so emotional? I don't understand why she's so angry.
Hey,
Come
come
guys,
on.
stop fighting, or all your good luck is gonna float away. Anyways, Makoto, you're thinking about it too much. There's no way Monokuma didn't fake that picture.
Of course.
He's just trying to confuse us. You shouldn't listen to anything Monokuma has to say. You might be right, but still... Are you still so convicted?
What?
I think you guys have stopped playing this. We have you up. You have all the same sucking look onto your face. You were all so ugly before, you shouldn't let them sink any lower. When I look at you, it makes me think you are a frog sticking to the pile of men.
You know?
Sorry.
Just a
Why
second.
are you apologizing? That's like you're a fucking big apology.
What the heck?
Leave us alone. You're not a part of this.
That's right.
That's true enough. The problems aren't mine. We are, as would be, completely separate. So whenever you call from your face that turns so ugly has nothing to do with me. And if I happen to discover a vital clue, I wouldn't concern you in the slightest. Huh? Did you finally say something useful?
hey,
Byakura, what have you been up to?
That's
I'm
fine.
not telling you. Perhaps forcing the lazy brains to get to work might do something good.
Such
I was thinking
ignorance.
about what else would you like to know? Today's lottery number? He was taking a bath. Is the same as you talked to Alter Ego? Did he tell you something?
it would seem
Maybe we should all go take a bath. Good idea. Mixed bath?
Okay.
Mixed bath. If Alter Ego really did tell you something, I wonder what it could have been. I got like time before we get on the stream, so... When I got to the dressing room, Toko was sitting around on the bench, laptop in front of her. Toko, did you decide to come hear what Alter Ego has to say too?
What's your
We
problem?
heard it with Master. Master. You don't have to keep saying it. Anyways, what's so what you're doing right now? Shut up. Stop bothering me.
How about
Get
that?
out of the way. We have to talk to Alter Ego.
Well,
I made Master a promise. A promise? Master told me to wait here, so that's what I'm doing.
huh?
What are you, his dog? That's what Master wants. I'll do everything he asks. You just love being mistreated. Well, fine. You'll go on. I got what's going on. You'd like to... Sure thing. Just kneel before me and beg. It's a mega message. Now a super status. Oh, come on. Let's get the computer ready. Oh, jeez. What are you doing? Seriously, come back to you nicely so let us use the laptop.
What?
Didn't you hear what I said? I told you to kneel and beg.
How about that?
Come on, Toto, give her the once all two combo. 1, drop it in your knees. 2, besink. Why are you acting like you're not part of this? I was like, step to my film. I did kneel down in front of her and I said, please, I'm begging you. Will you please let us use your laptop, man?
I'm on fire!
This feeling of happiness. Oh, my pent-up anger at Master for abusing me is evaporating. Even your it's abuse.
Hey,
That should be enough, right? Hurry up and let us talk to alter ego. Okay. Okay, let's get started.
You really can!
Everyone, come closer. I already told Byakuya, but I was finally able to crack up all the files that were on this laptop. Sorry to have to keep you all waiting.
correct.
Just what I thought.
I see.
Finally, the time has come. I'm starting to get kind of nervous. I felt the same way, resting on the keyboard. My hands had started to shake.
Just a second.
Move! The single word like a serpent blade. Who did I move to let it take over? Yo, it's like when you're like, move!
So then,
Here we go. Just begin typing the words appearing as fast as I can. Sure, I analyzed the files and extracted all the useful information I could find. The one particular important fact I discovered was that a certain plan had been put into effect here. To isolate the students of Hope's Peak Academy and create a communal life for them. That was a stated goal of the plan. But it was meant to be more than just a normal school life. That students were intended to live out the rest of their lives here. That's...
I see.
It's exactly the same situation we found ourselves in. It's quite unthinkable, isn't it? And what's more is the one who came up with the plan was none other than the administrators of Hope's Peak themselves. What? Wait, hold on. Then the reason we've been imprisoned here is to look at some psycho freak or criminal organization or whatever?
No way!
It was the school itself? That wouldn't make sense. Why would they do that?
just a second.
Nothing after the is finished. After just hear the rest.
That's right.
It seems like that the reason they devised this plan was because of what happened 1 year ago. This is how they described that event. They said it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. What does that mean? Yeah, what kind of name is that? Something. Otherwise known as the tragedy, it was apparently some sort of devastating occurrence because of the tragedy.
Well,
Hope's Peaks Academy was forced to discontinue in its role as a school and closed down.
I see.
See, things are finally starting to make sense. What this means is 1 year ago, this tragedy took place. But whatever it was, it forced Hope's Peak to shut down. From there, they decided to use the school as a kind of staging ground.
That's right.
They plan to sequester students where they have lived out the rest of their lives.
so,
Why would Hope's Peak's administrators want to shut everyone in like that?
Hey,
What could this tragic event possibly been?
sorry.
I don't know. If that information was ever going to come to the computer, it's gone. It's totally useless. I'm sorry. And that's all he said. And is this really the end? You get halfway through the answers and that's it?
Indeed.
It would appear so. Disappointing.
Wait,
Oh wait, there's one other thing I forgot to mention. I think it might be important. I believe it has stuff to do with the mastermind? Yoga's figures move even faster than he had so far.
sorry.
No, that if I still don't know, but I did find a clue, I think. The only one bringing to the Hope's Peak Academy is the one who finalized the plan to assassinate you. Was the Hope's Peak headmaster. So that same person must very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster sent man up in place 30s. It's impossible ever to like that he's somewhere in the school right now.
The headmaster?
Is here in the school?
Okay.
Then that's gotta be the mastermind. I mean, Monokuma's been calling himself the headmaster, right?
Perhaps.
Which makes the real master look much more suspicious.
For
If we
serious?
break down the door in this room, we're dead, right? So what are we supposed to do? I'll find a way.
Huh?
No matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster.
No matter
No
what?
matter the cost.
So,
Kyoko, what's going on? I can't explain why. I just know that I have to find him. She has to. Kyoko, what's going on with you? When she heard about the headmaster, her reaction was almost violent.
So then,
We should see if Alter Ego has any more information. I'm sorry, that's everything I found. All the information on this laptop seems to be great. Oh, so that's all I can do from here.
sorry.
It really is all over.
hey,
Wait, Alter Ego seems to have more to say.
So,
It's kind of a different topic, but I was wondering about something. I hadn't seen Celeste Hifumi Otaka since yesterday. Ooh. What? I see. Certainly I knew that that was a possibility, but
okay
it really happened?
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. There's no point in me getting depressed over things I can't do anything about.
anyway,
Well, then I guess that's it. That's it? A simple phrase that held so much meaning? You can type it again. I'm done. I guess I am, huh?
Okay then.
Maybe I'll take a little rest. I'm kinda tired. Goodbye, everyone. See you later. With that, the laptop entered sleep mode.
I see.
So Alter Ego did everything he could.
indeed.
We won't have to talk to him all that much anymore.
But,
I feel kinda sorry for him.
But
You feel sorry? But he's just a computer program, right?
well...
I know, but still. He did everything he could for us, you know? I mean, yeah, it did. But that's what a computer program is designed to do. You don't tell a computer good job every time. You shut it down, do you? Well, no. But when we talk to Alter Ego, I guess it didn't see it that way. I know what you mean. I feel the same way.
hey,
Come on, it's just a program. You can't tell the difference between a program and a friend, right? But you know what the difference is between us and the program really? Huh? I started thinking about how you use a different term, a person and an AL. Alter Ego isn't human, I know that. It's just a program running on a computer. But at the same time, I couldn't help but think of him as our friend.
That's right!
Yeah, he's still different from us. He's still our friend. I think. Maybe I understand where you're coming from. Then there's no problem calling him a friend. After all, the more friends, the merrier, right?
How about
Check this
that?
out. Friendship has no survival value. Instead, it gives value to survival.
So,
Anyway. Don't so anyway that. that is totally smart and cool thing I quoted from, I don't remember where.
Hey,
Anyways, there's something more alter ego can do to help us. If such his role in this is over, am I wrong about that? No, but...
just a second.
And frankly, I question the ease at which you decide who is and isn't your friend. Do you really mean that?
Wait.
The story's gotten off track. We should go over what alter ego said one more time. Yeah, good idea. What was Hope's Peak staff thinking? Why are you making us kill each other? Alter ego said that what happened 1 year ago is what started everything.
Well,
Yeah, he said it was the biggest, most awful, most hopeless event in human history, right? It must have been a huge incident, whatever it was. But did something like that really happen a year ago? I don't remember anything happening that you could describe that way. What about you guys? I don't really watch the news, so...
I'm sorry.
Sorry, nothing comes to my mind.
Anyway,
Yeah, that leads to closing at Hope's Peak.
at the very
Nothing else
least,
has been more so kind of connection to the school. Maybe all the students were here were killed or something.
However,
That's kind of castle. Would have all been over news. At least one of us would remember that. Then maybe they covered it up. That would explain why none of us knew that the school has been shut down.
I see.
How would people do something like that? Has both certainly not been possible.
What the heck?
What's wrong with our government? Our taxes paid, their salaries, they should have handled stuff like that.
anyway,
Maybe right now there's one human half over.
so,
We have to find the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy.
correct.
We have to find him, make sure and tell us everything.
No matter
We
what,
can get our hands on him. I think. Kyoko. What you said, headmaster? I got that feeling again.
Well,
But even that is a problem. Not so easily solved. Yeah. Right.
so then,
Well, our business is done. So we should get out of here.
yep.
And isn't really that dusty. Wait, oh no, I'm not going waiting for it. I'm not gonna be so mad at me. Let's avoid getting involved any further. Good call.
Ba-bum,
My
ba-bum.
heart is pounding away. It's pounding away.
Making me angry!
You're still not mad about the whole breaking into the headmaster's room thing, are you? Oh, that little matter doesn't matter even a little. Now the Lord just said, you guys are doing an indecent mix-back that doesn't even matter either. Building. You are building.
Now
I
I'm
can't about the
really angry!
Please get so angry. Here, let me at least help center your each this on the wall of your brains, okay? When you do something to me, I'll do it right back. Eye for an eye, a fang for a fang.
Huh?
Fang for a fang. Be careful, he just chanted intonational devastation. No, it's just saying. Oh, I see. What's he talking about? Okay, the bell ring.
As soon as... Okay.
There we go.
correct.
So it's nighttime.
Hey,
What does everyone want to do? Celeste was the one who suggested our nighttime rule, but she's gone now. I think we should still avoid being out at nighttime. I know it makes me feel better that way. I agree.
it's true.
Very well then. In that case, it's time for bed. So everyone headed back to their rooms. Monokoma's parting words let me feel anxious the rest of the night. Okay, can we get some sleep, please? Okay, let's skip a little bit. Okay, I think that's the end of the fucking episode. just skip it.
And that's the secret origin story of Monokuma.
Oh my god.
Good.
Let's get to the dining hall. But I think I'm gonna... Okay. I think I'm gonna call it here, so... That's it for today's live stream, everybody. It was so fucking good. Oh, rip 3 people. Rip Ishimaru, Yamada, and Celeste. Well, this are dead, unfortunately, so... With that said, I'm gonna call the stream from there. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. And there, for the next episode, we're gonna figure out what's going on in the channel. What's actually going on? Well, next episode for next year, guys. I'm gonna wait till next year. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go on the raid. So we're gonna go on the hashtag Flareon raid, everybody. And I already got our raid target. I had to raid him in a very long time. This guy is doing some Mario Kart Super Circle. He's doing the playthrough, a full playthrough of this game. So, but before I go through the rules, or I should say, go on the raid, I should say, the rules are, please don't spam the raid because it'll make you look bad. Because 1, and 2, be sure to like and sub to that person. And well, you don't have to, but it's appreciated if you do. But if you're gonna sub, please do not unsub to that person because you're kind of being a weird shit, you know? So yeah, that's it for today. So tomorrow we're gonna hang out with our first Minecraft Hive giveaway stream. Well, I'm gonna be giving away a costume, so I have to figure out how that's just gonna go. So just please bear with me with that for that in the future, guys. So it's gonna be tomorrow's giveaway. So I hope you guys are prepared for that at 9 o'clock that night, or 9:30, I should say. But anyways, and then Friday we will have our Super Smash Bros. Collab with Hesitated Cobra Gaming. So be sure to be on the lookout for that Friday. I still have to figure out what time is available to do it. So yeah, let me go get end the stream here. So. Oh, oops. Almost oopsie. Okay, let me just do this. Alright, there we go. Anywho, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. If you guys enjoyed the stream, remember to like, comment, subscribe for more channel content in the future. And until then, I will see you guys next time. The personal rating is Shadowbones14, aka my currently frag bro. This is doing some Mario Kart Super Circuit. So I wish you go on the. I'll meet you guys. So yeah, I'll meet you guys on the raid. So just say it once, don't spam it, and I'll see you guys there. And with that said, I will see you guys next time, or tomorrow with the Hive giveaway, or like a costume giveaway, I should say. Yeah, something like that. Well, anyways, see you later. Or shake. Bye, everyone. Yeah, I think it's something like that. Anyways, goodbye.